Hello, episode 10 of Dwarf Academy. We're currently delving some bedrooms, and so as miners are finished, we're going to get them to work and mining some more lignite so we can get everything going and get more fuel and then start smelting more iron. And there seems to be a huge seam of magnetite, I think magnetite, and that's an ore of iron, which we'll dig that out, and it looks like it's going to give us a big space, and hopefully around that there'll be some other things we can mine. If not, then it's possibly going to be a good source of metal. You can see we've got gems down here. We're going to use auto mine pressing A to start auto mining those gems. And we can stick them onto some lovely mugs as our plan. This is silver. Get some silver. We can use that to make some hammers. Get a weaponsmith on that as well. Silver hammers are good, nice and heavy. Right, Cadol. She's done it. She's probably going to be a bone crafter of legendary status in future years. Let's do something with these artifacts, though. You can view the artifacts using Shift and L. We've got a gypsum ring, Zakolomith, Shoseleb, Mesiridesh, Tinoth and Gotol. Wow, showered skins, the equality of ghosts, thin pond turtle shell, right gauntlet. So we've got a ring and a gauntlet. It'd be nice to have one of our dwarves like wandering around with those things on, but we're not going to do that. I'm not sure even if that's possible. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to create a pedestal or two and display these things in our fortress. We're going to display them in a high traffic area, which would be around here, around somewhere close to the stairwell, I'd say. People coming in and out, and every time they walk past these artifacts, they're going to have brilliant thoughts about those. We're going to make them in a second. We're going to make them out of metal. We're going to make our first metal objects. We're going to build a forge, which you need an anvil for, and we do have an anvil. And we're going to make the forge out of iron bars, just for coolness, and just to show we've got a load of iron now. The iron's coming through, it's been smelted from hematite, coke is being cooked. What we're going to do is stop the repeat order on this, and we can start making pig iron. And then from that pig iron, we're going to be able to combine that with bars of iron to make steel. I might even take one of these and also put that onto pig iron. So we've got a bunch of iron. We're going to make that into pig iron, and we're continuing to make iron. So we'll have a stock of both iron and pig iron, and then at some point we'll switch one of our smelters into steel and start making steel out of that stuff using chalk as well, and again some more fuel. Process is in place. And we'll be getting some steel along shortly. But we've got we've got some silver. I don't think we haven't smelted any yet. Let's take that off. Let's smelt some silver. We're gonna smelt some tetrahedrite ore, and that'll give some silver and some copper, and then we can use that to make some weapons. We can make our pedestals out of iron, because we've got some iron, but I think they are considered other objects. Yeah. So we're going to forge a couple of pedestals. We'll actually forge 3. To do that, I think we're going to need a metal crafter. So our mate here, he's going to do all this stuff. Well, woo, got blacksmith. That's all. He's doing that as well. Woo, what do we do? What do we do? Okay. Whoever's free will do it. But also, it's just they could both do it with a bit more skill. So we'll get some stuff queued up. The merchants from Eckermon have gone. Didn't even know we had merchants visiting. Got a bit sidetracked in the last few episodes for various reasons. We thought we were going to die. We had all sorts of injuries and all sorts going on. The manager seems to have left the hospital. He's now pushing a track vehicle, I believe. I think that guy was the manager. He was. So he's busy. Hopefully he's not going to die. What else? So yeah, we started to loom some cloth. We were going to make some bags just to show you that how to pick these seeds up, which we've got now building up. We do have a clothes maker. I remember, I think we made him or her into something. It was a lady, a female dwarf, female. No, not a clothes maker. A weaver. I thought we had a clothes maker. Okay, well the weaver's going to make clothes as well. She's fine. This is all good. So once that weaver's finished looming thread, seems to have a lot of thread to work with. 12 threads. It'll make the clothes shop. We will make weapons very soon. So those pedestals have been made already. Can build those. I think it's Shift F for display furniture, and we're going to put them here in the temple, which is cool. Cast iron, possibly raw iron. Oh, let's have one more. I find it very hard to say no to dwarves. Some migrants have arrived. Hurrah! Okay, let's not get confused. Okay, pedestal. I'm going to display this artifact. So I'm just gone over it with Q and then D to display, and then selected the artifact. And that's a good place for them to be. Otherwise, I don't know where they'd be. Probably on the dwarf who made it, or in their cupboard. That's nice. I like that. We can put a chest in the temple as well, if we had any. So we need to make some rock coffers. And I might some cabinets. Why not? Probably see how many more beds we need once we've built all these beds, because we've got some more dwarves. I think we might need to build some more bedrooms as well. Okay, I've run out of beds, so yeah, let's get some beds queued up. 30 beds, right. Okay, I'm quite pleased. We've managed to survive some. I can't believe we managed to find some shell in the midst of that mood, and the weirdeer has been and gone. I mean, nobody's turned into a weirdeer in the subsequent months. I'm assuming that that's the last we see of that weirdeer. Probably got severely injured by that horse child. Okay. So everything's in place. We're going to put some jewelers shops in, because we keep talking about these mugs that we're going to make. We haven't been bright enough to sell any mugs, which we were going to do. What I'd like to do is get some high quality mugs and then stick some jewels on them. I think we seem to have a jeweler though. Yeah, we've got this guy here is gem cutter, gem setter. So what we'll probably want him just to cut, because he's going to be busy all the time. And his mate here, Lath, she can be our setter. Gem cutting skill just makes it faster to cut gems. Gem setting skill affects the value of the item they're creating as well. So having a gem set with no skill is not helpful at the moment, but if we can get them to just set loads and loads of jewels, eventually they'll be doing good work. And I get a sense that the industries that you work on within a fort does affect who's attracted in following waves, and we've still got another 50 or so dwarves to come into the fort, and hopefully if we get cutting and setting, then we'll get some jewelers emigrating. We've struck platinum, so this is in our mine. Okay, so yeah, they've dug it out. I was hoping to find more lignite. We haven't come across lignite yet, but we should have enough, and even if we run out of lignite, we can just use wood. There's plenty of wood on the surface, and certainly there's going to be plenty of wood down in the caverns, or you'd hope. You never know if you get a flooded cavern or just a massive pit. Who knows what's going to happen. See if we've got some more beds, and then we'll start allocating these bedrooms to our dwarfs. Okay. If anybody ever watches these videos, please feel free to put a comment on. Don't forget to like the video. Equally, I imagine that I'm just talking to myself, which is probably the best way to be. If you do watch the video, that'd be great. And if you've got any suggestions for things that you'd like me to do, just let me know. If you've got any critical advice, I don't care, just let me know. I'm always interested to hear what people have got to say, and I've got very thin skin and it'll upset me terribly, but that's life. This is one of those jobs which is a bit laborious, and sometimes, obviously I've just made a few mistakes. I've allocated things which I've already allocated, and certainly we're going to need some more bedrooms. I've found this is an efficient way to fit a whole load of bedrooms into quite a small space. You don't need to have your corridors 3 wide, of course. There's a motif here of 11s and 3s, and things fit in quite nicely that way. When we start to build the academy, it's going to be a different matter. If we manage to survive to that point, my current plan is to build, I think probably to build in this area. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. I've thought about building above the ground. I think at some point we're going to build a village for the students to visit, which is going to be nice. A nice little village above ground with an inn in, and that might add some fun. The dwarves need to get back home at night, so we might have to have the bursars going out and making sure everybody's safe. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting experience for me, certainly, because I don't know what's going to happen. And that's Dwarf Fortress. I've been surprised quite a lot in the last few episodes by what's happened, and it's been fun. I'm enjoying myself, and that is the most important thing. Okay, So they're going to dig them jewels up. I'm going to leave this hematite in place at the moment. We can have enough ore to be going on with for ages. But sometimes it's just helpful to open up a big space and see what's butting up against the ores. Often they'll get jewels clearly, and then you'll get other seams sometimes, like lignite. We've got some lignite here, and they'll get to digging that soon enough. Right, so we've got some jewelers. I'm just gonna queue up the jewelers workshops, and I'm gonna do it using DF hack. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut add a job to cut Morion. I'm gonna put that on repeat, and then I'm gonna press Alt A, and Alt A will or it should let me change the input material. So yeah, this is changed. This is different. So Alt and A, and then it's I, enter, and M, enter. So that's just going to ask it to cut any materials, and so it'll just cut any jewels that are available, and it'll do that until there's no jewels left in the fort. As you can see, the jewels have started to build up here in our little jewel stockpile. So that's nice. And then once we've got some jewels, we can use the other workshop to set jewels into the crafts and into furniture. You can use jewels to encrust ammo as well. But yeah, we'll mainly be encrusting crafts, finished goods, and furniture. And it's very difficult to control what's being engraved and often encrusted, and often your gem set will get carried away and encrust the same item over and over and over and over again. But nevertheless, you end up with a jeweler with higher skills, and it's quite happy to be making stuff. The dwarves are happy to use their skills. They like to improve their crafts. And yeah, if we're making high value items, we're going to be increasing the wealth of our fort. We'll be more likely to be invaded, but also it's, the more wealth you've got, the more attractive you are for immigrants, and also various features of the game come online. The more your economy grows. We'll see if that becomes something we can explore later on. I've set the limit for the population of the fort at 100, so some features of the game will be disabled. I'm not sure even if we can we might be able to. Yeah, we should be able to change that if we need to, if we choose to later on. But I'm just trying to limit the size to about 100. The bigger the fort gets, the slower it gets. I know that if I've got 100 dwarves and I've got an army visiting me of 200 elves partying in the inn, I should be able to run it at least for a couple of years or so. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Just letting the dwarves get on and do their thing, really. The jewels are getting cut. We're smelting. We're doing really well. We've got pig iron. These smelters are active. These smelters aren't. We could smelt some. Let's have a look, see what we've got in the stocks. Stocks, bars, iron bars, silver bars, copper bars. Okay, so you don't get so much silver out of the tetrahedrite as you do if you're smelting native silver, but we've got a little bit. And we've got a few pig iron bars, got some iron bars. Do you know what? We should start making some steel. As soon as we start making steel, we're going to become quite attractive to invasions. I believe we're at peace with everybody, so we should be alright for now. And let's do that. Let's make some steel. and then in the next episode we can definitely start to make some weapons. We'll use that silver. We can make some weapons today. We'll make some silver warhammers. We won't have enough silver to make more than a couple, I don't think. But we've made our first weapons, and somebody needs bashing around the head. In the hospital, there are some other bits and bobs you can put in. You can put in a table. You can put in traction tables, and we're going to do that as soon as we can. We need to make some chains, some mechanisms which we'll have already, and tables, and put those together to make a traction table. And that's used for stretching dwarves, I assume. This is what we can do is make some anvils, and then we can actually have some more blacksmith's forges, and then we can start making stuff and scaling up our metal workers. You see he's taking bars in there, he's taking silver bars in, and he's going to start making some hammers. And this guy he's already created a masterpiece silver warhammer. That's really good. That's good. Value created wealth 98,000 dwarf coins. 98,000. Okay. So we're going to be getting more visitors soon, of one sort or the other. At some point we will go to war with the elves and the goblins. Sooner, probably, rather than later. But I'd like to try and get some bursars to defend the academy. I call them bursars, I don't know where that came from, but we're going to create a dwarven military pretty soon. Once everybody's got jobs and we have a few extra hands, we're going to start recruiting them guys, get them trained up. Going to build a gym, probably build a danger room, and some things like that. Just get everybody into bed, and then we're going to be. This is one of the more fiddly of the tasks. You don't have to give rangers beds, apparently, because they sleep outside. Talking of sleeping outside or being outside, dwarves will become very sensitive to the light if they don't go out regularly. So we are going to, as I say, build an above ground garden, a farm which has daylight, and we'll also build some sort of meeting area which has daylight. Now that doesn't mean that it's going to be above ground or open to the light, but it is going to be in a lit biome above ground. So dwarves will go in there and hopefully get a bit of light every now and then. Otherwise, if they have to go outside, they just start being sick, which is pretty messy. Especially if they're trying to defend the fort and they can't do anything because of the bright light. We've got everybody into bed, which is cool. I think we made some extra coffers. We queued up some coffers. I'll chuck some coffers in, and then we're going to get some cabinets in as well. Okay, cabinets. Put the cabinets in the other rooms, so everybody's getting a bit of furniture, or as many people are getting a piece of furniture as possible. And then we can make some doors as well, can't we? 60 doors. Excuse me. So the inn is busy enough. We'll make that bigger quite soon, so we can fit more people in. It's gonna start getting a bit busy, a bit hectic in here soon. We've got 60 plus dwarves. Yeah, don't think it's going to be too long before we're full, and we're going to have plenty of people on hand to start building stuff and exploring the world. Well, exploring our embark at least. Let's do some mining. I'm going to set a hotkey to this area, and I'm going to put Shift F5, Z to zoom, Shift H, and then F5, and then Z to zoom, and that'll just allow me to come back to my mine regularly. I don't think I'm going to put the academy up here. I would have liked to have had it up here, but now I've done all this mining, it just looks a bit of a mess really. So they're exploratory tunnels. I'm just hoping we'll pick up on something interesting. We're going to go all the way around here, set up the mine, and then we're going to call it a day. Thanks for listening. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you're all very happy. Strike the earth. Cheerio.